Thanks for coming, everyone.
Sure.
So funny when you say that. Thanks for coming, and we're in our homes.
Yeah, really. Oh,
We're live and all set to go.
Okay, great. So with that, I will read the information about remote meetings. So this is the Northborough Cultural Council September 9th meeting. And we are remote. I am Terry Underwood, and this is the open meeting of Northborough Cultural Council which is being conducted remotely, consistent with Governor Baker's executive order of March 12, 2020, due to the current state of emergency in the Commonwealth due to the outbreak of the Corona-19 virus. In order to mitigate the transmission of the Corona-19 virus, the town of Northborough has been advised and directed by the Commonwealth to suspend public gatherings, and as such, the governor's order suspends the requirement of open meeting law to have all meetings in a publicly accessible physical location. All the members of the Northborough Cultural Council are allowed and encouraged to participate remotely. The order allows Northborough Cultural Council to meet entirely remotely, so long as reasonable public access is afforded so that the public can follow along with the deliberations of the meeting. The public is encouraged to follow along with the posted agenda unless the chair notes otherwise. And so with that, I will take attendance. Oh yes, I think there's one more line. Ensuring public access does not, who's on the back, does not ensure public participation unless such participation is required by law. This meeting will not be featuring public comments. Okay, so now attendance. Okay, I see Craig Cox.
here.
And Suzanne Cox. And Lori. And Vic.
Here.
And Janine.
Here.
And Leslie.
There.
And I think Julianne is joining us. Yes, okay.
Right. I can only join for a half an hour, but I'm happy to be here.
Got it. Thank you so much, Julianne. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, Julianne is our liaison with the Board of Select Board. And thank you for coming and sharing with the Select Board all that we do and waving our flag, so to speak. All right, so we had some things that we needed to talk about in regards to the Apple Fest, and so that's why I felt strongly that we should have this meeting. But the first one is approval of minutes. There are none. Treasurer's report. Any update, Craig? It was just a week since, so I'm not expecting.
Yeah, so I have no new submissions for grant payment, but I did want to take this opportunity, since Julianne is with us, to repeat our 2022 allocation from the state of Massachusetts is $7,100, which is the highest we have ever received in NCC as I go back and look at the records for its inception. So that's absolutely wonderful. And in conjunction with the $500 that every year the town of Northborough contributes to the Cultural Council as well, I think we're just in a terrific position as we go into the grant review cycle, which started the first of the month.
That is fantastic. That is really wonderful news. So going to do our best to keep arts alive, really alive here in Northborough, and hopefully a lot of other fun things coming along as well.
I think that's it.
Okay, thank you, Craig. And then I guess the next one is the next meeting date. And I guess maybe that's going to be kind of dependent upon how far we get tonight with, hopefully we can cover it all, the Apple Fest plans, because Apple Fest, as you know, is next weekend. With that in mind, do you want to just set a tentative date of next Thursday in case there are any questions or we need to regroup, or is this more like a working group thing of just checking in? What is the opinion of the team here?
I'm ready for it.
Terry, can we come back to it? Because
Sure.
it is dependent on what we get accomplished tonight.
Yep,
So if
okay,
you feel good by the end of the night, then, that can change our date.
okay, great, okay, I'm up for that. So we'll just circle back. And so now we are down to Apple Fest. And so this is the opportunities that we have. One was for a table at the fireworks display. And I think I recall that most people are not going to be available. I myself will be working that night for NCAT, so I will not be available. And I think I recall different people's schedules. We don't want to just have one person there by themselves for such a short time. So the other opportunity is to have a table at the street fair. And I think that's on Saturday. I will also be working that day. However, as long as I know, fit me into a schedule and I will be there. So what is the opinion of the team on this? Vic?
I think it's dependent on the fact that our henna artist is only available from 10 to 4
Okay,
in the morning. So if we want her to sit at part of our table, then it's in the morning. And I got my schedule all mixed up. I was telling you that I may not be available this weekend. But Apple Fest is not this weekend, so
Yep.
we're good to go.
Oh,
I will be there.
yay.
So I'm flexible either morning or evening, but regardless, I think the henna artist is going to be the draw for us. So looks like it's kind of leaning towards morning.
Okay, so let's, if we're all in agreement, what I'm hearing based on our availability, the henna artist, that the street fair is really going to be the biggest exposure for us at this time. By show of hands, street fair? Okay, that looks pretty unanimous to me. So now maybe we can just set up a schedule for that. And that's not something we need to iron out now, but if
I think you actually have to do a voting, Terry.
a voting, okay. Thank you for that, keeping me on target. All right, so voting for a table at the street fair.
So I'll make a motion that NCC pays for and mans a table for public relations at the street fair on the 18th.
I second that motion.
So we have a first by Craig and a second by Leslie. And that is to have a table at the street fair for Apple Fest. And can I have a show of hands and I will call everyone off. All right, Craig Cox, that's a yes. And Lori, looks like a yes. And Suzanne, yes. And Vic, yes. And Janine, yes. And Leslie, yes. And I as well, yes. So we are unanimous. And so do we, there's going to be a cost involved with the table, as I recall. Is that something that we need to vote on separately or?
Yes.
Why?
Yes,
We have to vote on it.
because Craig didn't say it. So now one is to have a table, now is to pay for it. You want to amend your motion,
Okay.
Craig?
Well, my understanding is
Oh, you
that,
actually said pay for. You did say pay for.
yeah,
Right, so it's $80 if anybody doesn't know.
I don't think we need to vote to agree to pay
Yeah.
for what we wanted to do. But I
Okay.
think very quickly, my understanding is there's 2 different size spaces that you can get. Does anybody else have knowledge of this?
I
Yeah.
know there is, but I don't know what the specifics are.
Yes,
on
it's,
this.
Yes,
We always had the one.
yeah, so my understanding is you can get a single parking space, whatever that is, 8 to 10 feet. Excuse me, for like $75 or
80.
a double wide for 100 and something. And so putting it out there, I think we only need the single space.
I agree.
And then, Gary, were you speaking with the Apple Fest committee about actually reserving a booth?
I hadn't gone any further because I thought I needed to have a vote on that. So that now I can pursue that. Okay.
It's $80 for the standard size and $110 for the bigger size.
Okay.
And you have to fill out a form. You gotta fill out the PDF and send it back to them.
Oh,
And if
Okay.
you do that, Terry, just let me know, and I'm sure we can get money from NCC to Apple Fest via the town pretty quickly.
Okay, all right, perfect. So that's on me. That's what I really wanted to make sure happened tonight. Does anybody else have any more questions regarding Apple Fest? I want to put it out there that whatever schedule we create, when we go back and forth to find out that, if anybody has any constraints or concerns or something, please just put it out there. And
I have a question.
Yes.
So I brought this up last time as well, and that is, where is our henna artist going to sit? I don't know how big that space is. If she's going to have clients, that need to sit across from her, and they need to be sheltered from the sun or the rain. Is there going to be enough space in that one space?
So perhaps, I'm trying to think of what this is, and maybe you guys have done this before, but at least for Girl Scouts, when we've done things, sometimes we've had a table arranged at an angle or sideways, and it allows for 2 chairs. So people can sit, and while people are sitting and families are looking around, my hope is that, hey, come and see what we do. And we have grants, and yay for the arts, and just time to promote what we do and give ourselves some exposure.
Well, I was concerned with is that there was space, enough space, because I can't visualize this, so I don't know.
Sure.
maybe
Does-
we'll have to do 2 bridge tables. I don't know how much stuff you're gonna have for the pamphlets, because usually we have one long buffet table.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Is that something that's provided by the Rotary, or is that something we provide?
We provide,
We have to come with our own tent and table.
so we have tables and tents, and
Okay.
if we have the regular 6-foot tables that we've used that fit under the tent nicely, it can be positioned in the middle of the tent such that the henna artist can sit in front of it, and there still be room. Even if we had 2 of the tables and put them in an L, then the henna artist can sit in the open part of the L.
Perfect.
We've
Well,
done this.
that sounds great.
Okay. I have to admit that I have not seen the NCC table with the henna artist in the past, so I'm looking forward to this myself.
We never
So-
had a henna artist at the street fair. We just had the table.
Oh.
So I
okay.
love the idea of the henna artist. That will make it so much more fun and draw, like they said, bring people over.
Fun.
We had it at the
The Culture Fest.
Culture Fest.
That's different from
So-
our little table at the street.
Yes, I'm just saying,
Much
we
different.
had it at Culture Fest only, so this would be nice change.
Okay.
I think that
Okay.
my visualization is, I think we can do it on one table, long table, one half of it, she sits on one side, customer on the other side of the table. I mean, her henna is not large. It literally is just about the space of like a desk with a
Okay.
4-foot.
I'm just gonna make the
desk.
suggestion that we
So,
bring both
it's fine.
tables and we set them up and 2 chairs,
Yeah.
and then
We'll figure it out.
we'll figure it out then. We'll bring tablecloths for 2. We'll have 2 chairs,
Mhm.
and then it will make sense once we start doing it.
Okay.
We always
Um,
manage to do it, set things up nicely everywhere we go. So
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Mhm.
And if people have ideas or thoughts or last minute things that need to be brought, please, like, just put it out there and Bick.
Yeah, two things. One is we have to discuss whether or not we're going to pay for her henna. Hopefully she will just contribute, but we don't know that. I don't know how much it costs. It's not very expensive. And hopefully Ashna can just reply Because last time during Culture Fest, we also offered to pay for the supplies, and they donated the supplies to us, so it was free of charge to us. And then secondly is if we wanted to put out like a donation or tip box, and which is it going to be? Is it going to be like a tip for the girl who's doing this? Or is that something that we can split 50-50 with her? Or is it ours only, hers only? We think we should discuss some of that.
I guess I want to, Craig is the treasurer who is more familiar with the rules. Do you have any input on
We have the
this?
ability and we can pay for the actual henna product, if that's what you were saying,
Mhm.
the ink itself. And I think we have discussed before putting out a donation jar or a tip. That is fine to solicit donations. So that's from a rules perspective. While I'm talking, I'll say I'm in favor of putting out a donation jar for NCC. And I thought from the original idea, it was artists donating their time. I'm personally, my choice would be to buy the product or reimburse her for the product.
That certainly
there
makes it
any-
easier.
Is there any other thought, input from anyone else? Leslie?
I was thinking, because she did say, I want to volunteer my time. I was thinking, could we get her a gift card? You know, $25 to get her nails done or something. She likes Starbucks. Did we say we could do that?
Yeah, for after the fact, right? We've done that before.
Yeah, we've done that often.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I like the idea of paying for the henna materials.
Well, absolutely. I
That's
think that's a
really fair.
minimum.
Yeah.
And then I think what we normally do, which seems to make people happy, is we buy all the supplies, provide the venue and the signs, and then we give them nice gift cards.
Okay, this sounds like something we also need to vote on. So can I have a motion in regards to the NCC paying for the henna product and for a gift card as well? I think there was also.
Motion, but
Yeah, I was
And-
wondering if Terry was allowed to make a motion. Otherwise, you just said it.
let me try to shape this a little bit because I
Yes,
don't
please.
believe we can give a gift of a gift card. I don't know for sure. When we have compensated in the past at the cultural festival, that was a compensation. And so I will make the motion to basically, if we're in agreement, to make the motion to say we would compensate the henna artist with something payable via a gift card. Okay. So I make a motion that we engage the henna artist for our booth at the street fair, and that we will reimburse the artist if she requests it for her materials for the henna, and that we offer to pay her $25 for her services, and that we put out a donation jar on our table for anybody coming by wanting to donate to the Cultural Council and all that we do.
Perfect. Those are the three things I was looking to cover. And so I hear a first from Craig. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
And so we have a second from Janine on the motion that's on the floor. Any discussion? And seeing no discussion, show of hands for approval for the motion on the floor. And so Craig, I see yes. And Lori, I see yes. Suzanne, yes. Vic, yes. Leslie, yes. Janine, yes. And I'm a yes. So that's unanimous. And so motion passes. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so any other questions in regards to Apple Fest? I think I don't see it's worth getting down to the paperclip level at this point until we know more information, setting up. I will fill out that PDF and request a spot.
You
And if I
guys
have any
want the blue
questions, I'll
tent?
let you. Say
want-
again, Leslie?
Do you want the blue tent that I have?
The what?
The nice bright blue tent, you know, the covering.
Does that say anybody else's name on it or is it plain blue?
No, I got it from Dick's.
Oh, I thought we were donated one from a store in town that you had. But if it's plain blue, that's wonderful.
That sounds perfect. That's our color.
Hey,
Perfect. Yay. Okay, one more step closer. Okay. So that MCC deadline updates, I don't have any news in that regard. Unless anybody else has seen something. And other business before the board. One of the requests that I have, and I did not go on yesterday or today, but on, I'd like to find a way, maybe Google Drive, something that we can just store and maintain all of our agendas or minutes. I'm not doing a good job on my individual drive, but just something in common for us to look back on if, because we're bringing Janine on, and if anybody else is coming on, I think that would be a common place, would be really helpful.
I
I
thought
don't-
Selby was reorganizing the share drive and we were coming off of her personal share drive onto the NCC share drive. Is
Okay,
that,
Yes.
have all the folder
So-
file movements happened, Lori?
We have, yes,
Okay.
and most of it. We have on our NCC Gmail, which is Northborough Culture Gmail.
okay,
The Google Drive is all set up over there, and we all have access. We all have all
Okay.
the rights. Yeah.
and so that's where I guess that would be the best place. Am I just
I think
missing when I'm hunting for the folder? Or so I'm just looking to
what are
have
you
like
saying?
minutes or just something so we can all,
Okay,
just
one.
I'm looking for a common place for us to look for stuff.
We've agreed that it's Google. We've paid for, we've set that all up. It's just a matter of making sure everybody knows where everything is and getting it set up in a user-friendly environment if it's not, and then changing all the permissions over. So we've made that decision in previous meetings. So I think it's just a matter of making sure everything's in a state that everybody feels comfortable with. And maybe we can do an offline tutorial confirmation
Yep,
on the whole
perfect.
matter.
Yeah,
That's
if,
it.
if perhaps maybe one of you could actually show us this whole like layout, because I cannot find anything from my phone.
Okay, why don't we do
only
that
because
on an
I'm not an
offline
Apple
meeting?
user, so I'm dependent on my phone. So that's what makes it very tough. So unless you're directly sharing a document or tell me the name of the folder, I can never find anything.
So let's
Okay.
take that as an offline session. Okay,
Okay.
and then we can all just sit there at our computers and try to figure it out, okay?
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Lori, do you mind running that since you've been working on the consolidation?
Sure.
Okay,
Perfect. Yep. I was just looking to have good organization for quick reference. I don't have anything else unless, so under other business before the board, Craig?
I looked before the meeting started, and as of today, the 9th, we do not have any 2022 grant request packages submitted to MCC yet.
Okay,
So I'm just bringing that to our attention. I don't know. I have not been front and center on processing the grants in the past. I don't know what the run rate is for this point in time, but I do know, I believe October 15th is the end. So just putting it out there, perhaps separately, we can, each start adding that beautiful advertisement to our individual Facebook pages.
good idea.
I only have one person that used to follow me on Instagram, so I'm no good. I'm sorry. But, maybe we continue to look for new advertising areas to get the word out, or, if we have any other updates on other ideas.
I can post to Instagram. I meant to post to the Lions lighted sign in town. I keep on forgetting, so I'll do that after this. And one thing we've missed is in the past, we've sent reminder notices to the schools. We haven't done that this year.
We might
Okay.
want to, since we're not getting a lot of bites. That may be something.
We're not
we-
getting anything.
I posted on Instagram and on our Facebook page again just yesterday or the day before yesterday.
I just
did.
want to mention in regards to the lion sign, I've driven by it a couple times recently and it's been off. So I don't know if there's something wrong. So I don't know, but I'm
Okay.
just putting it out there. Yes.
Has anybody posted to Northborough moms and dads, Northborough community, Northborough dads? You know,
No.
there's
I'm a
8
Northborough
to 10
mom. Yeah.
there's 8 to 10, robust Facebook groups in this town. And
I think we have a list of all the places to post it from previous events. So maybe we can take that list and email it to each other and everybody just take a section and start going on it. There's an
Perfect.
email list from, days gone by where we've done this before of all the places to do it, like you just mentioned, Craig. Maybe Selby has the Word document if it's not on the shared drive.
I don't remember seeing that one.
Then maybe we
So
can just email her
Yeah,
and ask her for the.
I only have the one that I do with all the newspapers. That's what I'm usually doing.
Okay, there's
I
a
usually
list
do.
somewhere, so we should try and find that, maybe an email right now to Selby.
I think we just kind of say it and it's probably in the minutes. I don't think it's on a piece of paper, like separately as a document. So
It
I'm thinking-
was.
It was. Yeah, that was back in the day when you could actually post in the library and then you would post, in the various stores like Craftworks and stuff like that.
Which is, that's what the list is, all that kind of stuff. There's a whole massive list. All right.
It's on NCAT. You saw it in the guide. It's in
Yep.
Community Advocate. I mean, those are the biggest heading ones. It's on our Facebook page. So you should all just repost that. If not, I can, after this, send you the like a simpler PDF with like less words on it that's used with the NCAT. So that's for easy readability. We can post that to mom's group. Maybe Craig can do it to the dad's group. And then I don't belong to any other group. So if anybody else is
I don't either.
Created a graphic for
community
it.
affairs or anything. What is that, Lori?
I created a graphic for posting, a small graphic for posting on the
You did? Can you
social media.
share it with me? Because I already made what I made. It's
I
already
will-
out.
I will-
It's the same thing we've had before. Nothing too fancy. It's the
Sorry.
one with the what do you call the the squares where you can like take a picture of it and then it I don't know what it's
I don't
called. You know how you go to a restaurant and to read the menu, you actually
Oh,
use
the QR
Oh, the QR
code.
code.
QR
The QR
code. Yeah, it's already got the QR code on it, so it's
You created a QR
already,
code.
I
for us?
did. It's already, yeah, it's the same
Oh,
one.
on the invitation thing on the.
Mhm, yeah,
Yeah.
and which it just opens them to massculture.org.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
It's the one we used last year. This is
it's
still
the same one. Mhm.
Same one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same one, different text. That's it.
So if we're all set on that, if we can do, individual blasting on whatever pages Craig, yes.
And Terry, did you make arrangements to get visibility to that email that goes to the town? It's for you, but it goes to the town because it's in that little PR thing. It said for information, do this. And that your town website, your town email account is on our notice. So I'll coordinate with you offline.
Yeah, I think we need to, because I haven't seen anything come from anyone. So I don't know if that's good or bad. Anyway, yes, please. I would like to chat about that. And something else did come to mind. Janine shared with us pictures that she has done for a calendar that we would like to do, and for the Northborough Cultural Council. So, we can have a working group off, and we're still in the beginning stages of figuring this out, but thank you very much. Leslie?
So I guess the calendar won't be ready for Apple Fest weekend.
It might be.
Oh, it could be.
It could be very much so.
Great
Oh,
place to sell them.
that would be
Yeah, what happens
fabulous.
with the branding brainstorming session? What are we
So
doing?
we came up with designs. Lori had some great designs, and together we went through them, and we've ordered stickers, and we've tried to order mugs, and we have a banner to put out with it as well. It's just a banner that goes into a holder that already have. So far, we haven't been able to get the prices on any of the other swag because the quantities are a little bit high, but the sticker stuff was done. So we've already executed those on the 3 main branding images.
Can you share with us what you went with? I mean, I thought we were gonna.
Sure. We talked about the
look.
love and the, it was just what we talked about, the love and the, oh, help me out, Mastodon. But sure, I'll share those with everybody. And then I think you've seen them. They already came in a mail message, I think, but
I don't know
and
what
they
you're
will be
talking
on
about.
the banner will just be a recycle of some of the other branding stuff, the Culture Fest brand stuff, the NCC logo, as well as the images that we're trying to put forward on the branding. So
Okay.
I can put together
When you say banner, you're
look-see
talking
of the
about like a
branding
big.
stuff.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. Like, when you say banner, you're talking about like a big, like the 3 that we have already.
No,
Size banner.
this
Oh,
is
okay.
an inexpensive paper banner, like 2x6, that will be in for to go with in front of the booth for Apple Fest, just to sort of let people know. So hopefully we'll have the calendar and the stickers, and we're working on a 3rd item, but
Mugs.
So,
it may not happen because we're trying to do low quality and low quantity and low price, and usually you have to do high quantity to get low price and swag. So
Okay.
the other thing is possibly to do the ornaments as well, to bring those out as a way to show them, and have them be ordered if people want them, which
Did
is
you
just a
want-
recycle. You remember the ornaments, everybody?
Mhm.
Okay.
did you want to talk about the prices of the calendar?
Not here. Let's talk about that offline, okay?
All right.
That's
Are
probably
we
good.
gonna-
Talk about that in email, not on the.
Do you need a motion to spend money? Because we haven't approved anything to be bought.
I think
Right.
we did last time, the last meeting.
Last meeting was not a meeting.
So would it be appropriate then to have a meeting at the beginning, say like, I'm working Monday and Tuesday night.
So
If we're going to get the calendars, it has to be done now.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
we
Otherwise,
can.
it won't arrive in
We're running
time.
a little late,
in the
actually.
interest
right?
of time, I make a motion that we allow our subcommittee for branding and marketing to proceed forward with a financial limit of $300 to pursue an opportunity for a Northborough calendar, a mug, a sticker, and the public relations ideas that we've talked about.
I second the motion.
Okay, so a motion on the floor. Craig made the motion, Suzanne seconded the motion. And show of hands.
I just had a quick question. Did we discuss mugs?
The subcommittee did, and so far we haven't been able to find them at the price point for the volume we're interested in. But we're
Okay.
open if anybody has any connections. So yes.
No, okay, not to make it, yeah. I don't have connections, not enough to make it worthwhile anyway. Okay, so motion on the floor. And so I've been doing show of hands, but do we actually need to have a verbal on this?
Yeah, you should be having verbals all the time.
Okay, all right. So going forward, we're gonna have verbals. Okay, I'll call down my rows here. Craig,
Yes.
Lori,
Yes.
What are we voting on? I'm sorry.
so this
Spending
is
$300.
Oh, okay, to spend on whatever we just talked about.
calendars. Yep,
Okay.
calendars, stickers, and some of the
Whatever the
swag.
branding
Whatever,
marketing committee has
yes.
come up with.
Okay.
Yep. And so Janine, that was a yes.
Yes.
And Leslie
Yes.
and Bick
Yes.
and Suzanne.
Yes.
And I'm a yes as well. So yes, we have a limit of $300 to move forward with all of these goodies for Apple Fest. And I would assume if there's leftover, we will have other opportunity to use that up as well on other things. Is there anything else that we need to discuss? I have an action item of I need to pursue the table through the space for the street fair, and I guess advertising the grants through social media or whoever. Let's see, Vic, you said you already did NCAT. I remember seeing that. Community advocate. And so now is it just Facebook, or is there something on the town website that we can do as well?
We already did the town website. I did that
Town
already.
website.
The first
Okay,
thing I did. So we have the lion sign, which I would try, but it may or may not be working, as you said. Facebook for everybody else. We already have it on our Facebook group. Instagram, I would do both the lions and the Instagram, so I'll cover that. Schools, we need to do schools.
And who would like to take the schools item, or is that me?
Who does it go
I'll
to?
be happy to make the flyer, the same flyer as last year with new dates. If we need something to send to the schools, just tell me. And give
I
me
say
when
we
you
just
want.
reuse the same thing I've been sending out. There's no need to make it another thing, waste some more
Perfect.
time, right? So
Perfect.
I'll send it to you, Terry, or it's the same thing that you have from NCAT. Really, that's
Yep.
all it is. But maybe it's more of the paragraph that you're writing to them, to the principals, and I don't know
Got
if
it.
you want to include the art teachers and the music teachers if you know them, but just say, hey, as a
I'll find
reminder,
them.
the 2022 grant cycle is happening now. In the past, you've submitted some grants, and we'd love to hear from you again.
Would you like, and I did it before, but I ended up not screwing it up. But the way I sent it, they could see all our stuff in our Google. But if you would
Oh.
like, I will hand deliver whatever it is, right to the school. I mean, I work at Proctor. I will go to the schools if someone can print them out for me.
I think everything's been done online. So the town of Northborough has masks in all the buildings and so forth. So I'm thinking email, at least for now, might be our best. Thank you, Leslie. I'm thinking the email will be just fine. I'm happy to write a paragraph and then just send it out, copy the team. And Vic, just to restate that. So it would be the same one that went to
Terry Crean.
Terry Crean. Okay.
Mhm. Or I can give you the other one, which the only difference is it has a little bit more verbiage explaining things. So maybe that one. Let's use that one instead, because the NCAT one is simple so that people can read in passing on a TV. So I'll give you the other one, which has a little bit of a paragraph. And at the
Suzanne
bottom is,
mentioned, something from the previous year. There's no need to reinvent.
Yeah, but I did that for this year too. So
okay,
it's done. It's done. It's the same one I posted on Facebook.
Okay.
I'll send you everything I have. You pick which one you like.
Got it. Okay, and I'm happy to get that out. And okay, so I don't have anything else. So next meeting is the last item that I have. do we need to meet next time, or shall we?
Set up a schedule for Apple Fest?
I think we're gonna
Booth,
do
yeah.
that offline,
Okay.
depending on what people's schedules are. I don't think it's productive to do it here necessarily. We can work this out easily, I think. Okay, I'm looking on my calendar, and the 2 Thursdays from now, it's Yom Kippur and Sukkot, so I'm guessing that would be a really bad time to meet. How about the 30th? So that's 3 weeks from now. Leslie?
Are we gonna meet before Apple Fest?
I don't think we
Uh,
need to.
I don't think we need to. This
Yeah.
covered all of the questions.
All right, but what about all the pamphlets? Are you taking care of that, Vic?
The I've updated the brochure, because we didn't have one last year, so it's 2 years old. I gotta think about how it's gonna get printed, because I'm not in the office.
We just need to send it over to Staples. So we just gotta go to Staples, send it over.
So we need to vote more money being spent here. I
I
don't know
think
how much
that
it
we can
costs.
cover it in the $300 for sure. Okay,
You sure?
positive.
Okay,
So just send me over, I have to send the banner over, send me over what you want. And also, I need to make a sign for a henna artist that matches our branding stuff. If you send me her name, please,
I've got it.
and any other pertinent info she needs, I will make a 8x10 and stick
Okay.
it in one of the little plastic holders we
Now,
have for her.
we would have printed out the calendar, but there's not much left to this year's 2021 grant activities. I'm not sure, Craig, do you know how many people have not, like, are there many?
Yeah, we've only had 3 out of whatever it was,
Oh.
15 hold their event.
Hmm.
There's a lot of events outstanding.
So should we
We're
print
just
up?
not sure. Well, you know what? So since we don't really have, and maybe they don't also do not know their schedule due to COVID, it's on the brochure. So at least they know that the events are there, except it would have been nice to be able to hand out, here's the calendar by month, which we had before,
Or at least a list of, I know they're on the brochure, but are there dates of performances on the brochure?
No.
That's what I think we need.
So
We
we
need the
make like
dates.
make like
It
a,
doesn't have to be
calendar
on
flyer
a
thing.
calendar, it's just a list, you know,
just a list.
of what's coming up. August 7th is, or whatever,
Okay.
September 7th, whatever the heck, November 7th is, Jimmy Bob, November 19th is Betty Sue at the senior center. What we cut and copy, I can cut and copy it off the program if we just have a date and a location. Who has it?
Craig, can you tell me which ones are already done? So no, I don't include them, or I include them, but say,
Yep.
over with kind of thing.
Yes.
And I don't know if anyone has mentioned that they're going to, I think there have been a couple in the past who have said, I'm moving mine from July to September, right? Short of me looking at minutes, I don't have a record of it like handy. Because I wouldn't want to put
The wrong
September
time.
down if they moved it to December,
Craig, don't you have
That's a little
most of
tricky.
that from the payment part?
No, the financial file that I manage has the names and the amounts. I don't keep separate track of all of their booking dates.
Who does?
I'm gonna have to look back at minutes. Nobody has kept up. Nobody has updated the file that we have on the shared drive, I think is the bottom line. It's kind of like we recognize it and we voted it was okay. That's not a problem, but we don't.
So
didn't
I have
update
a
every
list of
file.
all the grants. Craig's knows
Yeah.
who's performed already. Why don't we just go
I have
down
that.
and try to get the dates? Vic,
Yeah, I have the same list. Craig, just tell me who's already performed. He said it's only like 3 people.
and
I'll
we
look
can
back at
email.
the minutes and I'll figure out
Okay,
anybody who's moved. So whatever it is, I'll make up that template and then you can decide how many you want to print. I guess don't
yeah,
overprint.
and send it to me in a,
Yeah,
and
Word
then I
doc
can
or
make it all
PDF or
look the
something.
same.
All right.
graphified it and get it printed out.
Is there anything else? We have priorities and grant guidelines and,
No.
those are new. I mean, we should have them out if they're applying for grants.
Well,
We,
we can put
always
like
have a
one
one page that we put up on a plastic stand.
page we put up on
Yeah.
a plastic sheet, but that's
Yes,
it.
right. But that needs to be printed out. in
That's
color.
fine.
Yeah.
Send that to me. I'll put it, we can.
All
we
right,
have
all
those
right. I'll
plastic
send you all
holders.
to be printed documents.
Yeah, and then the brochure is the only thing we're doing in volume.
Yeah,
Okay.
even that, like, don't go too crazy.
I wouldn't
I
go.
mean,
with
like I
that.
used to.
That's what we're
I used
doing
to
in
make like
volume.
50 to 100. I don't know that we need that many.
Oh, no. If we run out, we can refer them to our website.
Yes.
And I can put a sign up telling everybody where our links are so people can take a photo of it.
That's it.
Okay.
Good one.
I don't have anything else, Vic. I probably will come to you with questions to make sure that I get capture the right stuff or send the right stuff, like to the Northborough Moms group or
Mhm.
something. But because I just want to maybe a second pair of eyes to make sure that I get the right stuff. I don't have anything else unless anybody else has concerns. My last item was just the meeting date for the next one. And what I was pointing out is, so next week is Apple Fest. The following week is Yom Kippur, so the 23rd, if we're continuing with Thursdays. And so that would not be a good idea. So my recommendation is Thursday, September 30th, unless somebody has issue with that.
Yom Kippur is on the 15th.
The Yom Kippur.
It's not on the,
is
it's not on the
Thursday.
22nd or 23rd.
It's this
It's not-
Thursday. It starts Wednesday night and it's this Thursday. So if you guys want to hold a meeting, I'm the only person that celebrates. So you can do it without me, but Yom Kippur is this coming Thursday.
Yeah.
Not two.
16. So next week, you're saying. So we could meet on the 23rd is what you're saying? I guess I'm a different question. What are we meeting about?
We don't have anything else other than, if something else comes up with grants, if people are applying, or I guess more of a
No,
check-in.
you're not going to know until they're done, which is October 1st. So you might as well meet October 7th,
Good.
right? Unless we want, I know, is there something
right.
else we want to prepare for? Unless we want to do like a postmortem of the street fair. That's like a half-hour meeting we can do casually. I don't think we need a whole an official meeting for that, right?
So October 7th, will that work for everyone? For a meeting? I'm seeing heads nodding yes. Okay, so that will be next meeting. October 7th, 6:30, still okay for people?
Mhm.
Yep, okay. I'm flexible, so, shout out if
for
that's
that,
not
Terry,
working.
maybe you and I can get together, because when it closes on the 1st, we need to download the information into a spreadsheet
Okay.
and then divide, like, let's say there are 20 submissions divided by amongst us. Just kind of get it prepared, because it's not like we're meeting on the 2nd, right? We're meeting almost a week later. So we should come to the meeting with like assignments ready and then talk
Okay.
through the process, especially Janine is new. And a refresher for all of us, who's going to do what and et cetera.
Perfect. So your suggestion is, so December 7th still works?
Yeah,
but you and I can-
yeah, maybe on the 2nd or the 1st or 30, whatever, that weekend, maybe we should touch base, or just before the 7th, between the 1st and the 7th.
Sure. I think that's great. I don't have anything else. I think we have our marching orders. I think we're all in line and ready to go. Anything else before the board to chat about?
I just need to, so Suzanne, you're going to send me the information for the covers.
Yes,
On the-
so after, let's plan to talk. I'm doing it right now. I'm gonna grab Lori and make sure she's cool with it. And
Okay.
then I'm sending it to you, and then I'm gonna screenshot you what I talked about, okay?
Okay, great.
Thank you.
I would just like to say on the day of the Apple Fest that we're in the booth, I would like to at least do 10 to 2 because I mean 10 to 12. I will bring the tent just to start it off. We can do that online.
I can be your other second person.
That
So
would-
Leslie and I can take the first shift.
10 to 12.
Lori, can you give me a call? Do you have some time after this?
Sure.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, I guess I'll see everybody else on email then as we iron out who can come, because it'll be easy for me to float in and float out. I'm going to be there with my camera. So yay, I can interview somebody, give this some,
But we have an exact 6 people. And you be the floater, Terry.
I
So it's
can.
2, 2, 2, 10, 10 to 2.
Leslie, you're on mute.
No,
I have-
of the 2,
I can
2,
go
4.
anytime.
Okay,
And
Correct.
some of us are currently not available.
Right.
you're not available.
Not available.
Oh, that's right. The 2 of you are, I forgot. Your wedding. So 4 people. Okay, so we'll have to do like 3 hours. Okay.
Yep, and so that's fine. I can overlap, and it's because I just want to make sure somebody is there with the henna artist. Anybody off the top of their head what time the street fair goes until?
It's 10 to 4.
The whole thing is 10 to 4. Okay,
Mhm.
Is it 10 to 4 or is it 10 to 3? It is 10 to 4?
No,
I was
you-
thinking 3 o'clock, but
No.
And we don't have to be there every minute.
no.
No, it's in the document that you sent out. It says the Apple Fest Street Fair, sponsored by Rotary Club, will be held on Saturday, the 18th, from 10 to 4.
Okay,
Rain date is Sunday, 11 to 4. So it's 10 to 4.
okay. All right, very good. And so
Somebody needs.
Motion? anybody going to make a motion?
No, not yet. I
No.
just want to say, since we're not meeting until October 7th, this is Leslie's last official meeting. And we need to sing goodbye to her. Is there like a goodbye song we can, a thank you, like a happy birthday kind of song? to
We
listen
could
to?
pull up the kindergarten song.
What's that?
But it's funny.
Sound of Music, the long farewell of
I was just thinking that.
That one.
Oh,
Okay,
Vita
let's say
sing.
we can't hear you.
Leslie can do these.
It's a good thing you can't, believe me.
Thank you, Leslie. You are always
Yeah, we
welcome
thank
back.
Leslie for her
Thank
6 years of
you.
service.
Big hugs, virtual. Oh, this is yes. So I wasn't on that ball, but Leslie, you've been doing this for a long time, and I so appreciate your input, your wisdom, and your spunk. I love your spunk.
Thank
Oh, are you leaving, Leslie?
Her
Yeah,
term
I
ends.
did
Oh.
He has to.
I did
Oh,
2
I see.
terms.
Okay, I don't think I understood what was going on. Oh, well, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Denise. I think you'd be a great addition to the group.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, thank you, Janine.
Thanks.
Thank you, Leslie. Mhm.
And so, Leslie, that doesn't mean that I might, I'm not going to forget you. So I might need to ask you, how did you do this? What did you say there? And
Sure. Don't forget me. We'll have to have
no,
Oh, no. We'll solicit
definitely
you
not.
everywhere we can.
So
Okay.
thank you so much. And do we have a motion?
I motion to adjourn the meeting.
Okay. So first from Vic, second from Lori, and I guess we need a verbal. So Craig,
Yes.
Lori,
Yes.
Janine,
Sure.
Leslie,
Yes.
Vic,
Yes.
Suzanne,
Yes.
and yes, and Jim, we are done.